Hey, beautiful friends, welcome to Cassia Naturals. So today I have a very important topic that I want to talk about. So we are going to talk about the scalp issues that are actually degrading your hair growth. So you're just waiting for my beautiful people to join. Yes. So actually, it's quite late, friends, and I think the lighting is not all that good. I think one of these days I might probably, if I can face this direction, perhaps maybe I can get a nice light. Yes. So hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Cassia Naturals Live. I'm so excited to have you here. So let me know in the chat section below, like where you are tuning in from. Where you are tuning in from. Okay, friends, I was interrupted. By an important call to talk about scalp issues. Scalp issues. Yes, I just want to switch from the green screen. I don't like the green screen. Hopefully, okay. So the network won't fail us. I'm just trying to turn. Probably I can have kind of a good lighting from this direction. I think that's better. Perhaps I can even bring my ring light this direction. Yes, I think that's more clearer. Yes, I think this is better. This is okay. I think the ring light should be a bit up. A bit up, hopefully. Okay, friends, I'm just trying to put things in order. I need to be comfortable. I think this is okay. So friends, today we are talking about scalp issues. Yes, so we are saying that tonight we are diving. This is just a recap because I was interrupted by a very important call. I couldn't avoid that important call from one of my pastors. Yes, one of my good pastors. Yes, so of course, today we're going to talk about something that many people suffer from but rarely talk about. So we are going to talk about scalp issues. So if you stay till to the end, I'm sharing a free massaging oil recipe so you can try tonight or this week. So common scalp problems are dry, flaky scalp, not always dandruff, of course, but itchiness and tightness. So hair loss is linked to inflammation. Inflammation, like when you experience inflammation on the scalp, you discover that you start losing your hair. You start losing your hair. So tell me where you are watching us from and say hi in the chat section. Say hi in the chat section. Yes, say hi in the chat section. I would want to hear from you, beloved. And I appreciate you so much for joining in. So why is your scalp, why are you struggling with your scalp? Let's talk about why you are struggling with your scalp. Yes, so just, scalp issues is not just about dandruff or a dry scalp. So let's talk about the main problems that causes scalp issues. So you discover that product buildup is especially from heavy creams, gels, oils that aren't washed out properly. You discover that you apply a lot of creams on your scalp, you apply gel on your scalp, you apply oils on your scalp. That will actually lead to build up on your scalp. It will lead to build up. So avoid putting heavier products on your scalp and make sure that you are washing your scalp thoroughly. But of course, I'm going to, as we go in our live, I'm also going to talk about the solutions that you can do. So also harsh ingredients like shampoos with sulfates or alcohols. So whenever you are purchasing your shampoo, make sure that it doesn't contain alcohol or sulfates, because you know what, they are going to irritate your skin and your scalp, and your scalp will start experiencing like issues with your scalp. So make sure that you also have poor, scalp issues or problems occur as a result of poor circulation. So without stimulation, the scalp isn't getting nutrients for healthy growth. Then fungal imbalance, when the scalp microbiome is out of the work, flakes and itchiness takes over. So if you can relate to what we are talking about today, comment in this chat section and let me know, friends. Comment in the chat section and let me know, friends. Yes. So if you are struggling with your scalp, I want you to comment in the chat section. I want you to comment in the chat section if you have issues with your scalp. Why is your scalp struggling or itching? So now that we have talked about the main causes of scalp issues, that is product buildup, using too much gels, oils, butters on your scalp without washing your scalp properly or thoroughly. We've also talked about harsh ingredients which actually make your scalp to start having issues. So avoid sulfates, avoid alcohols in your shampoo. Make sure that you check your ingredient list when you are purchasing your shampoo. We also talked about the fungal poor circulation. Without proper circulation, then your scalp is not getting proper nutrients. Yes, so of course we are going to talk about the solutions. And if you are having a fungal imbalance, the scalp microbiome is out of work, you discover that itchiness will actually set in or will take over. So I appreciate you so much, friends. Just say hi in the chat section. I'd love to hear from you. So now let's get to gentle hair practices. Gentle hair practices. Yes. So let your scalp breathe. Let your scalp breathe. As naturals, we always want to do our hair like from one protective hairstyle to another. So avoid tight hairstyles which actually wreak havoc on your edges, and use satin or silk scarf. Like one of these. So this is a silk scarf that you can use, or you can sleep on silk pillows, or whatever works for you. If like you toss a lot in bed, better you go for a certain pillowcases or silky pillowcases. And also, don't skip your water. Don't skip your water. If you want your scalp to be okay, don't skip your water. Water is very important. So wherever I am, like, I always have my water. As you can see, like, I have this big bottle of water. This is alkaline water. So water is very important if you're struggling with your scalp. Water is very important, friends. So thank you so much for joining in. Just say hi in the chat section and tell me where you are watching us from. And also, don't forget to eat foods which are rich in zinc. They play an important role for your scalp. They make a difference. So make sure that you are eating well, friends. If you want to grow your hair, or you have issues with your scalp, make sure that you are eating well. It is very important. And also, like, eating well will actually give you a nice flawless skin, friends. If you are trying to have a flawless skin, make sure that you are eating well. You are eating a balanced diet. You are eating more greens. You are drinking water. You are eating more nut things, cereals. That's very important, like, if you want to have flawless skin and for you to have a good scalp. Now let's talk about the natural remedies that you can use. The natural remedies that you can use for your scalp. Yes, just say hi in the chat section. I want to hear from you and where you are watching us from. So of course today, like, I changed the time when I do my live. So this will give me the time probably which is best for my lives. Yes, so I usually do a different time. Yes, so let's now talk about the natural remedies that you can actually use for your scalp. If you are struggling with your scalp, you have an itchy scalp, you are experiencing dandruff, you are experiencing inflammation on your scalp, you have bacteria on your scalp, these remedies are going to do wonders for your scalp. So the first one is a DIY clay. So for clays, excuse me, like, God has blessed us with so many different clays. There's bentonite. I mostly use bentonite. I usually use oh my God, sorry. I use bentonite clay. And I've heard of different clays, but I haven't tried them. Like, there's green clay, there's red clay. Yes, so I mostly use bentonite. So you can use bentonite, or you can use any clay that you have. All you have to do is add apple cider vinegar to your clay and add water, sizable amount of water, and you mix the paste. Once you mix, you apply it on your scalp and let it sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and then you rinse it. So the tip that I can give you is use it once a week. Use it once a week. Then the other natural remedy that can help your scalp is scalp oiling. Scalp oiling. Of course, on this channel, I always say that you don't need to put a lot of products on your scalp, because the scalp produces its natural oil called sebum. So make sure that you are not putting a lot of products on your scalp. So and massage. So the oils that you can use is, you can use olive oil. You mix it with peppermint oil. You can also mix rosemary. You can also mix with jojoba, depending on the oils that you have, but please don't miss rosemary because it has anti-inflammatory properties that can boost your scalp and promote hair growth. So friends, we've talked about the causes and solutions and the healthy scalp habits that you need to do. And also you can use tea rinses like nettle, hostel. I hope I've pronounced that word correctly. Yes, stingy nettle. Those are good herbs that will do good to your scalp. So is your scalp secretly sabotaging your hair growth? Comment in the chat section. I'd love to hear from you. And I appreciate you so much, friends, for joining in. I hope this session helped you understand your scalp and a little better. Yes, so it's truly the foundation. You know, the scalp is truly the foundation of healthy growth. Yes, so if you are trying to grow out your hair, make sure that you are taking care of your scalp, because your scalp is the foundation of hair growth. So if you enjoyed this video or if you found this live helpful, subscribe to my channel, comment in the chat section, give this video a big thumbs up, friends, and share to a friend whom you think they are in need. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. See you in my next video.